What's going on, guys? Foon is here. Today I built a Raptors team made up of only Canadian players to see if the Canadian players can dominate the NBA. How long do you think until they can get a ring? Do you think they're going to win it in the first, second, or third year? They have 3 attempts, and they have to get it in one of those 3 attempts. If they don't, I consider this challenge a fail. Now, if they lose the first one, there's a little thing that I would do to help them out. But you gotta stay tuned if we lose to see what happens. But if we win, then I'll still tell you. But anyways, here's the quick rundown of the roster. We got some very good players and some mediocre players. But I think we can get a ring in the first or second year. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting off strong, the first 2 games, we start off high in the tiers of 140 and 132 and 136. After losing to the Spurs, which is pretty understandable. The Spurs are loved in this game. It looks like SGA is probably popping off here. So let's real quick. Dang. Yep, SGA getting 27 points. Jamal Murray getting 20 points and 11 assists. Pretty good all around. And other people are getting some pretty good assists here and points. And this game right here, I'm a little bit I'm a little shocked. That's a blowout on a pretty good team. But to be fair, we do got Shea and Jamal Murray. Now, I didn't know if you guys knew any of these, but I didn't know for the good bit of time that RJ Barrett was a Canadian. I knew Jamal Murray was, and I knew Shea was. Shea Alexander, NBA Cup MVP. Dang, he looks good in that Raptors uniform. I knew Shea was a Canadian and Wiggins was a Canadian. But a thing that maybe some of you didn't know, that Dylan Brooks is also Canadian. A little bit surprising to me. But, you can't always have the nice Canadian. And the way he plays, I can understand why. But I wanted to do this idea because it was kind of a thing in the back of my mind. I remember seeing something that eventually, I hope, in the next Olympics, that Canada can win the gold. As for most of you that don't know, I am Canadian. I love every Canadian team. I will always root for them if they're in the finals in any sport. Obviously, the Toronto Raptors are the only team in the NBA that are Canadians. There were the not the Memphis Grizzlies, but the Grizzlies were Canadian, but then they had to move because they couldn't get enough funding. So, obviously, I had to go to the default Toronto Raptors. Am I mad about that? Heck nah. I remember I used to be back then when the Raptors won their first chip. I wasn't that big of a fan. I wasn't watching much of it. I didn't have a lot of friends that watched it at the time. But as I got older, more of my friends are like, "Hey man, you should watch some of this." So I was like, "Okay." I watched some of it, and I'm like, "Man, I never knew this side of basketball." I started understanding things, how the plays ran, somewhat. If somebody told me to do a play, I would probably, break my own ankles trying to do it. Anthony Edwards, most valuable player with 33.4 points, almost 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Dang, that's a pretty good stat line. Igor, Rookie of the Year. Chet Holmgren, 6th Man of the Year. 6th Man. How? Victor Wembanyama, most defensive player. Manchus, most improved player. Nikola Jokic, clutch player. Ooh, we went 65-17. That's pretty good. Darko, keep up the good work, my man. And Stan Goodwin, Executive of the Year, Shea Alexander, Cup MVP. Obviously, oh wow, Shea did not make it into the first NBA. All NBA first. Scotty Barnes actually did on the OKC. So obviously, I traded people away here for this interesting little thing here because I didn't really want to make copies of everyone because that doesn't really make a lot of sense. I got to trade away some of my the players from the Raptors and distribute them. But I'm curious on what his stats are like. Sorry for whoever doesn't want to watch this. I'll probably put a thing up here right now that says skip to this point if you would want to. So he averaged a lot more points, a lot more same amount of rebounds, less assists, less steals, more blocks, and less turnovers, and had a way better three-point shot. But he was also probably taking less. Not sure. But surprisingly, no Shea, unless I'm blinder than a bat. Nope, I just double checked. He was not there. Anyways, let's go right into the finals. So we are the first seeds. Let's simulate the play-ins. We are going against the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic! Orlando Magic! That's a buddy of mine's favorite theme song that I think he made for himself. I'm not too sure. But he likes to sing that every time he's, fucking dunks on me. And that's the same guy that I say, the Orlando Pelicans, he gets pissed off. I laugh at it. We crack jokes. Orlando Magic's team doesn't look too different. I think we still got the better team. We got a pretty good center. These two right here. And RJ Barrett. But without further ado, let's get right into the simming. First game, Toronto Raptors win it. Second game, Toronto Raptors win it. Can we go all the way to a 4-0? Let's see. Ooh, we get the 4-0 on the Orlando Magic. I don't know what I'm doing. The Cavaliers had a pretty close game with the Atlanta Hawks. Man, my throat is dry. I need to drink me some water. I forget if I traded someone here. I'm pretty sure I did. Alright. The Knicks are the second seed going against Detroit. Detroit sweep the Bulls. But without further ado, again, let's sim through this. First game, we win it. Second game, third game, they win it. Come on, let's go. Fourth game, we win it. Let's go home in 5. Let's do it in 6. Come on. Yes, sir. They're going into a game 7. Now that's a little bit interesting. So let's see who wins this one. The Detroit Pistons win it. Interesting. The Detroit Pistons have been doing pretty good this year, and I would hope to see a lot more of it. As a team that has been struggling for a while, I think that, it's finally their time to be back on the top again. The Detroit Pistons win it the first one. We win the second one. They win the third one. Alright, a little bit overconfident. We win the second. We win the fourth, and we won the fifth. Let's win the sixth. Game 7. Let's go into Simcast here. Simulate game. Ooh, Detroit coming out hot. Hot. Coming in with a spicy one, and it seems... Well, let's jump in for the last few seconds. It doesn't even matter. The Detroit Pistons blow out the Toronto Raptors, upsetting... not really. They were the third seed. The Toronto Raptors go against the Warriors. For anyone who's curious on how the Warriors look like, this is the starting guys. I think that the Pistons are going to win this one. That was the wrong one. Never mind. Man, I gotta just shut up sometimes. my predictions, 180 them. Damn, how that damn. Okay, let's go to the lottery here. So since we lost that, I'm gonna bring in a Raptors legend. As all of you must know who he is, it does not need no introduction. But I'm going to give it to him anyways. Hall of Famer Toronto Raptors, Vince Carter, will be joining the team. Now, some of you will say, he's not a Toronto Raptor, he's not a Canadian. You are right. But a little stipulation that I did is that I am allowed to bring one former Raptors player to keep it a little bit interesting. Also, I don't know much ball, but I don't think there's anyone better that is a Canadian that would really change the tide for us. So, without further ado, let me go through the draft here, and let me go against Vince Carter, as will probably be a 5-minute thing for me, will just be a second for you, or an instant. So, after doing a little bit of stuff, I got us Vince Carter. Vince Carter is going to be playing our small forward, as it seems that we do not have an extra center, so should probably run one with an extra center. But now we have Vince Carter in our mix. So I think now, with having an 87, 97, and a 91 at our starting 3, that we have a better chance, and that our depth is pretty good. Now, without further ado, let's continue simming this game. Again, off with a pretty good start. Orlando Magic beating them by 4. Actually, I would love to see the scoreboard right there. So let's go here, scoreboard. Oh, RJ Barrett coming off the bench with 32. God damn! Oh. 22 from Vince Carter, 21 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Everyone around there just getting their 20 points. We don't care about them. 32 points. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's coming off the bench with a vengeance. He wants to be known. Washington getting blown out as usual. I mean, how bad have they been? Just, like, I'm very curious on how bad that Washington has been over the past couple of years. Because it has to be a long time. Because, like, the last time I can remember them being semi-good was when they had Bradley Beal with that horrendous contract. And I'm pretty sure that was the only time they were really competitive to my knowledge. Please leave it down in the comments below and give me a little bit of lore if you guys are so willing to. I am curious on the lore of certain teams, so if you guys want to put lore down to the description on your favorite team, I'd be happy to read them. Also, all my videos are live on Twitch, and hopefully eventually I'll be doing them on YouTube. Now, I will eventually be doing YouTube live streams only, so that, you know, we get some unique content. But most of my things right now is being live streamed over on Twitch. So if you want to see what I do in all of these videos and have a little bit of interaction with me, please go check out Twitch if you haven't. But if you don't, I'm not forcing you to. Also, as I was talking, 56 to 121? What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, like, oh my goodness. Second, it was 16 freaking rebounds. Jesus Christ. What is it, man? Is he man a machine? Tell him, Embiid, you flipping bot. Yeah, dang, everyone's just doing terrible here. And, I mean, I know a lot of the Atlanta Magic because of my buddy, a little bit of the Timberwolves because also one of my buddies is a Timberwolves fan. A lot of other ones, I mean, I do have a Miami one, but doesn't know much about basketball. Dang, our record looking pretty snazzy. But also, again, I want to say a big thank you to everyone for all the support, for all the likes, the comments, the subscribing and all that. I gotta say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone for doing that. Seeing those numbers go up, like me starting so recently in this video, I mean, I only started around 3 months ago. I thought this was gonna be a lot longer of a grind, but I'm happy that it's going out how it's turning out right now. And again, I gotta thank you all so much for supporting my channel. And RJ Barrett and Sharps going nice with 220 bombs. Vince Carter could have got one more, but And you know, I hope I could do this for a living so I could give you guys the best content. Again, like I said in one of my previous videos, I am trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of either this year or next year. We'll see how that goes. Right now I'm at 44 subscribers. So if you like my content, or like to see how this arc or progression goes throughout my channel history, like and subscribe. I know it's annoying when most YouTubers do it, but I at least gotta say it one time for y'all. Victor Wembanyama, most valuable player, averaging a double-double. Terry Scott, Rookie of the Year, averaging 21 points. Scotty Barnes, Sixth Man of the Year. Averaged pretty good points. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. Scoot Henderson, Most Improved. Cade Cunningham, Clutch Player. Darko Rajakovic, Coach of the Year. Stan Goodwin, Executive of the Year. Yeah, but also what I hope with a lot of my live streams is that I can get, I can talk to you guys more, and that you guys could be more a part of these, and that my content could be a little bit different from other content creators that do stuff like these. You guys have the elements in these, like these rebuilds, these drafts, what ifs. You could change a little bit of the elements as I talk to you guys. That would be a very interesting thing for me to see, and I think it would be interesting content. So if you also think it would be a good idea, say what you think down in the comments down below. And enough of me rambling about this crap. On to the actual frickin' video. So we're in the #1 seed again. Let's hopefully we don't get beat out this time. Orlando Magic back again. They're gonna get their butt spanked. First round goes to us. Second round goes to them. Third round goes to us. Fourth round. Did we go home in 5? We go home in 5. Similarly round. The Detroit Pistons are back and looking more hungry. But it seems that some things have changed a little bit. They have gotten worse in their roster, and we've obviously gotten better with our centers going up, our backup shooting guard, and small forward being a lot better. We do have pretty good shooting guards. I could put Shaedon Sharpe at the point guard position. Maybe that would help us out a lot more. Let me look real quick. Nah, I think it'll be good. But if there is gonna be a problem, oh fuck. Oh, sorry for my language, everyone, but I accidentally simmed almost every bit of it. But mean, I'm curious on what he goes. Okay, he goes down to. You go down to. But I think it's better if we put you there. Because I think he'll be very good, at least to have someone a little bit better on that roster. Then we could put. Nope. We could put Dort down there at the shooting guard. I don't want to do that. So he goes up a little bit more. So now this is the new roster. Hopefully this does do us better. As let's go into Simcast, as I may come in to try to help this team out a little bit. Oh, coming out the gate swinging with a 35. As I'm going to jump in here and maybe help out my team. Because it seems that they need a little bit of help. Now, who do we have on the spot right now? So let's go here. Pass it back to RJ. Pass it out. We don't have a lot of our good players in for some reason. Actually, I'm going to pause. I'm going to time out here. Because, I mean, they shouldn't be fouled out, should they? Oh my goodness. What the flip? Are we serious? I'll have to cut all this up because there's probably copyright music. I have this stuff turned off. Murray. What are we doing here? Like, 2K. Are we serious right now? We have a 6'6" guy as our center. Jesus. Dropping that in. So we got to start taking these shots. Here. They set the screen. See if Eamon Thompson goes up. Holland tries to go for the three. Misses. Passes it over to Vince Carter. Vince Carter. I mean, I'm playing Vince Carter. So we go over here. Oh, that's not in. I got a little bit too far away. Ooh, that's bad. Anyways. Pass it over to Vince Carter. Pass it over to him. Three. Green ball. Is it a little bit cheap that I'm going for threes? Yes. As I think now that since we're in such a closer lead, I'm going to try to finish this out with a couple of dunks. I'm going to stick true to my word here. Let's see if I can get some nice little... I was trying to get a foul, but that works too. Come on, Shea, do what you do best. Start getting fouled. Kate Cunningham gets the ball. Dang, they shoot their three. Okay. Gotta remember that. He's not the greatest. Ooh. What am I taking here, man? Golly. Passing it over to Jamal Murray. Passing it to Shea. Back to Jamal. Shoots it. Drains it. I'll let them run out the clock here a little bit. Try to contest it. We do contest it. Pass it over to Jamal. He has a good passing. Green it. Alright. Now we can tie it up. Go for the two here. Or we go safe. I easily. Okay, that's safe. That's safe. We gotta hope that they miss these. Okay, that's one. I missed this one. So I'm going to time out here. Then I am going to go to Jamal Murray for this one, because I think he has the better shot here. I swear to Christ, if he gets subbed out, I'm gonna be pissed. Drains it. Okay, we tie it, we tie it, we tie it. Okay. So now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put Sharp in, put Murray over to the shooting guard, put Shea here, so at least we get a little bit of that height to counteract it. So I'm now guarding Cade Cunningham with Shea. Alright. Number 25 has the ball, being guarded by Jamal Murray. Where does he got to go here? Oh, this is actually bad. Ah, son of a gun. Don't make it, don't make it, don't make it. Of course he makes it, okay. Okay, I got to go for a second here. No, I messed up so bad. I would have got this from the video, but I'm not that type of dude. That was strictly on me. Toronto Raptors have been eliminated again. Dang, they are our kryptonite. I guess we gotta get us another player. Alright. Just got Kawhi Leonard. So the starting line looks like Jamal Murray, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Vince Carter, Kawhi Leonard, and Zach Edey. Now, this should be the year we win it. Starting off pretty strong here. Now, well, what to talk about now? Because I talk about everything I would like to talk about. Actually, let's look at some of the games. Because I haven't watched any of the games yet. So let's see who's been going good here. Oh, interesting. Actually, a pretty good game was last night with the New York Knicks. And I am talking about the Toronto Raptors versus the New York Knicks. Now, obviously, the Toronto Raptors lost. But Ingram was playing phenomenal, dropping 31 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Scotty Barnes, not doing what he needed to do, had an off night. But hey, everyone does have their off nights. Also, we are missing a guy by the name of RJ Barrett. He is injured. Victor Wembanyama, most valuable player, or most MVP Cup, my apologies. But having one of our main guys out and injured shouldn't really be a problem for us being, well, people shouldn't view us as a terrible team. We didn't luck into winning 13 games or 13 games or whatever, how many we won, like 9 in a row, out of pure luck. Granted, it was through some bad teams, but we also beat some really good teams. Nobody really had a very big one besides Kawhi Leonard dropping 27 points. And everyone else just getting, you know, passing the rock, getting them assists, getting them rebounds. Zach Edey just doing what he needs to do. But we should really look at the team when it's at its strongest, not when it has some injuries, and that Jakob Poeltl is injured. We shouldn't be so worried and so flippy-floppy as soon as we start losing 3 games. We went on a winning streak of 9. Like, this team is not really going anywhere unless one of our big players wants to leave. For example, the Anthony Davis trade doesn't seem that good of an idea. People say, what if he stayed healthy? Problem is that the sources tell you a lot. They don't really, they don't lie. Him missing a lot of games because of injuries, him having a permanent injury with his eyes that makes him have to wear goggles or whatever. And, you know, kind of like some people even joke about it. Oh, he hurts his finger, out for 7 games or out for like 7 weeks. I don't see us getting Anthony Davis, or it would be wise to get Anthony Davis, because what could we do if the Lakers, a bigger organization, a more well-recognized organization, probably a better staff, a lot better stuff than the Raptors. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they treat their players not as good as the Raptors do. But if they couldn't keep him at tip-top shape, now mind you, he was the number 1 or number 2 option. But it wouldn't change from him going to the Raptors. Maybe his priority can go lower so he can heal up, but I don't know. I'm curious on what you guys think. Down in the comments, what your opinion is on this. Because I don't like the Anthony Davis trade. I think we should just try to get a center for a backup or main center so that Jakob Poeltl can get healed up. We have him on that long contract. Throw the rock. The Hornets, we smoked them and they came back and smoked us. Huh. Victor Wembanyama was a valuable player. Daniels, nope. Rookie of the Year. Calware, 6th Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive, Most Improved. Clayton Connor. Clutch Player, LaMelo Ball. Mitch Johnson. And Aaron Phillips. Victor Wembanyama getting these things like the Infinity Stones. Giannis on the Spurs. What the flip, brethren? Are we serious? Are we serious? The Spurs have Giannis. What? What? This starting roster is actually very freaking scary. They have Kel Ware? Walker Kessler. Oh my god, my brain is falling apart. Okay, the Spurs are going to be a little bit scary. We're not even the number 1 seed. Oh, they have Jokic and Cat. Oh my god! Did I turn on something? What the we win the first, we win the second, we win the third. I think we just win it all. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Detroit Pistons. We meet again. Wow, wow, wow. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm just going to do the quick part. Alright, this time we should not take you lightly. First game goes to us. Second game goes to them. Third game goes to them. Fourth game goes to us. We're up. Come on. We make it. Yes. First game, they win it. Second game, they win it. Third game, they win it. We win this one. You get eliminated. Did I turn on a setting or something? Cause what the flip are these teams? And they lost to the Spurs lost to the Hawks? Are we serious? I am so confused. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Funis, signing out. Goodbye.